So many people will prepare, but it is not a science, it is an art. So how we can utilize very different methods in getting a professional support through our network and connections, particularly in this VUCA world, where volatile uncertainties, ambiguities are there. So much noise will be there, social media or print media or TV. There will be so much noise will be there in the society to the target customers. So getting their attention, getting their support for the project which an entrepreneur, a startup or SME is very difficult in this current scenario, which is not so 60 years back, before the internet, before the social media in the last 2 decades. The method of doing network was totally different. The generation now, the Gen X, Y, Z, for different people, we have to think of different methods, different techniques, which I am going to talk some of the techniques and go to the second slide, please. This is something about what I am doing right now as an advisor and mentor for various startups in India, including the Ministry of Commerce and Industry in rubber related and other Atal Incubation Center, and in few education institutions, including an autonomous engineering college, as well as there is one group of people, entrepreneurs, which was started. The group was started as in the name of IBM in Chennai in 2019. We saw the seed in 2019. Now it has become like it is going to become a Section 8 company, IBM Integrated Business Network. It is a classic example of how a small thinking, a thought, which became a very big opportunity now. I am going to talk about that. So next slide, please. I'm not going to talk about in a theoretical manner. Of course, there is a definition for network and connections. Why we need network? Why we need connections? The reason is, even though if the product quality is good, even though if the service is good, even though the need for that product is there in the market, still you need the to influence. If you have a customer who will talk about the product's merits and its benefits to the prospective another customer. The classic example is after watching a movie, I am sure everybody will love to watch a movie, and the latest movie which I saw in my part of where I live in Coimbatore, it is a film which was about the war hero, the person who died on behalf of protecting the country, Mr. Major Mukund. So after the film was screened, after the first day, each and everybody will become the brand ambassador of that film, telling to the other people, I saw this film. If you are interested, you please go. That is the power of network. The producer or the actor or the people involved in the project, they will release the film, but after that, the customers will talk about. So that impact we should also, it is possible. It is possible for an entrepreneur or startup or SME to get that kind of mileage. I have seen people, which I am going to talk today. Is it possible that each and every customer is going to be a brand ambassador? Brand ambassador means without paying anything. The startup or it's not a paid influencer which we are seeing in the market today in social media. This is a happy customer who will tell a prospective another client or customer, please take this service from this company, or like that. Like I'm just quoting that example of cinema. I'm going to talk about uh, how effectively we can offer our service, where one customer, one client could be our professional brand ambassador forever. I'm going to give an example. Normally, I love the way the famous marketing guru Peter Drucker, he always talks about fact, benefit, and evidence. Uh, the same way, I'm going to uh, tell my own in my own network. I have people whom I meet regularly, saw their power of networking and connection, which I am going to talk about. Some well-known examples also I am going to talk about. So please go to the next slide. Okay. The most important thing in networking and developing connections, it's all uh, the new strategy. What is that going to help you is storytelling. The entrepreneur or the startup company, the first brand ambassador is the founder. So I have seen many people who are the face of their company. I can quote a lot of people in the industry, in the segment. They became the icons. It's because they created a lot of stories. They talked. They spoke very good about the industry, or the need for that kind of segment. I can give a lot of examples. So to be a good storyteller, you have to use mainly three approach. That means each and everybody whom you are meeting during a conference, or in a one-to-one interaction, uh, do not talk anything particularly about your company or your product. It should be like a very um, casual approach, where it's like a wooden uh, item, in which if you want to paint on that, or even if it is in a home, when you are painting, normally the surface will be rubbed using an emery sheet before adding the paint or coating. Similarly, when you want to develop a very good support uh, with a potential person who will be your supporting person in the future, that person, you should not go and tell, I'm going to talk with you regarding this purpose. The first approach should be always in a very simple manner, but that person should be, after the conversation, they should talk about you, or they should come back to you. In that way, you have to create a profound impact by having some conversation. If there is an opportunity where if you can have small time, during the time itself you should be able to impress them in an emotional manner, uh, in a very simple way. It could be even about a that meeting where you are attending, how you can uh, tell about your experience during that meeting, because the coffee breaks or lunch break, or so many so much opportunities are there to have the conversation with the potential person. Always my suggestion will be to target the people without any reason, without any main purpose. If you talk with them, because normally people will come and give their visiting card and start talking about, please give me reference, please give me your support, like that. But if you don't do that, then they will think, why this person didn't ask. So we should always think of in a unorthodox, in a very unexpected manner. They should think, why everybody asked support, but this particular person didn't ask. What is that person is doing? Like that, we should make an impact. That in a crowded and in a noisy environment, which I told earlier, we should be different. How we can make that impact? It is all about uh, creating the first impression. Next. Okay. Now, I want to tell about how uh, the people in the society whom you are meeting, it matters. Always, there are a lot of, in my next slide, I will tell you about what are the different organizations in which people can, entrepreneurs or startups can go and meet people, in which the busy people whom you want to network, they may not be able to, you may not be able to meet them in their offices or in their business establishments, because getting appointment will be very difficult. Whereas in my personal experience, I have met people who are very busy in their business. I have met them in meetings, in conferences, in other places, even um, the places where uh, uh, there are so many things which I am going to talk in my, show you in my next slide. But the main one thing which I want to tell you is, building network is not only on conferences. I want to tell once again, it is not that your network can be built only in your conferences or meetings. Each and every customer can become your influence. They can refer your product or service to other people. That's what even in my slide also I mentioned. uh, the things which you can get benefit through your product or service, the network what you want, you can get it from your day-to-day people also. uh, Maintaining that network and creating, nurturing them into your connection, it's all about uh, each and everything can be done through a very step by step process. You have to identify who can be your key influencer. You can be your potential reference person. All these things depends upon how you follow up. For example, if you have met someone, uh, it's better to communicate to them. I have met so and so. You can send one email, or in whichever way you want them to feel impressed. You can communicate to them, so that the confidence and the trust will be built. See, anybody will have network, but how do you nurture it? How do you make that into a good uh, progress? How to progress using that network is your connection. So I have an example of several people here. I remember, if you all, I always love to quote something from the real examples. I remember when I studied about Mr. Ambani, the founder of Reliance, how he networked. In fact, the famous film, The Guru, it will be shown. He go to one golf club, I think, to meet one person who is supposed to give the license for his new business. So he never went to the office, or he never went to the place where that person is available. He went to the golf club or golf place where he plays. So that is the right approach. And he spoke with him, and he got that license. It is the real life example. One more example I can tell. I met one cab driver, taxi driver in Chennai airport. Really, I always search for that person first whenever I get down at Chennai airport, because that experience what he has given, it is phenomenal. I cannot tell what are the support he offers. And in fact, there is one more auto driver from Chennai, namely Annadurai, who is also a TEDx speaker. I'm going to show you in the next page. And of course, we lost the gem of India, Mr. Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata, I know two people who approached Mr. Ratan Tata for their projects. I have an example from Coimbatore also. Her name is Mrs. Hema. She started. She is from an HR background. She is not. She was not from any industry background or anything. She was offering HR services, or she was in the HR department. I remember in 2008, she approached Ratan Tata through some network. She pitched that electric vehicles she want to manufacture. Ampere was the brand which she launched. Imagine, she was not from that industry of manufacturing or manufacturing. Forget about vehicles. She was not in the manufacturing setup, but she had a thought in 2007 or 8. She got that fund, seed fund. It may be 1 crore or 2 crore, which Mr. Ratan Tata given to her as a seed fund. From that, she grown. If I am not wrong, in the last 2 to 3 years, that Ampere company, she made a private equity from Greaves, one more very big company, by investing more than 100 crores. Now it is in the top 10 because the reach increased. So what I want to tell you is, the people who are in very good position, who are in a very icons of the industry, I have people who have approached them through their network, and it helped them to grow bigger. Like this, I can give a lot of examples. Next page, please. How to build your network. I will give you an example. Next page, please. See, this is the success story of Mr. Annadurai. He is not that much college gone to a reputed college to learn about the strategies and all. He made a very common sense approach. How in each and every customer is searching for him. Literally, he is not actually, he is not pitching, he is not making his mobile number available for reaching the customers. Customers are waiting for him. So what he did, that is interesting. He offers many things while traveling in the auto. He offers all magazines, business magazines or newspapers, Wi-Fi, point of contact, this payment systems, even a tablet device. Those who are in need, he offers water. So many things he offers in a auto. It's like a mini hotel room in which he he had a thought. The guest is equivalent to God, Aditi Devo Bhava. So his approach towards the customers made a reverse way. See, normally you will be seeing auto people sitting idle. I have seen many people because they will not be having customers. The reverse is happening with Mr. Annadurai, where the customers are waiting for him. So he doesn't have to wait for getting a customer. The reverse is happening. How? Each and every customer he makes not only satisfaction, he delights them, and making each and every customer to refer to another person. In my own experience, I have seen many people like another who delight the customer and making each and every customer to be their own brand ambassador. See, another way, I'm talking about another way to a platform like Coffee Board program. So he makes a profound impact on in his daily activity. Whatever he does, he is doing it, but he is making some extra effort to delight the customers who will become their referral. This is one way of building your network and making them your connections. Please, next page, please. One more, a few more case studies I can give. How a person can make in their own business, in their normal business, how they can build their network and connections. Another is an example. Similarly, there is one small transport operator, but he thinks unconventionally. He thinks in a very out of the box way to solve problems. And I know that person. I can give the name of the person. How he met Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam to offer many suggestions when Abdul Kalam ji was the president. The transport operator also solved many problems for reputed people which was not planned in a very unplanned manner. He even saved a lot of money to the company. One managing director was traveling in a car, and this transport person was in the behind that car. But unfortunately, that car got repaired. He found what was the problem, that tire got punctured. But the person who was driving the car, he was a managing director of a company. This transporter helped to solve the problem. Then he asked whether you know changing the tire or not. That MD told, I never had an opportunity to learn. Then he invited this transport person, operator, who was having only one vehicle. He was doing little transport. He invited him to his office to offer a coffee. So then the transport person was asking, sir, what are you doing? What products are doing? Then this person was telling, we are manufacturing a big product. I, I I can tell the name of the company, but it's not important. They were telling, we are going to import some 2 crore worth of machinery to make this product. Then this transport person was telling him, sir, if you give me a chance, I will make that machine available for you. Instead of importing, I will make it for you. So, and in fact, he made it because he is very, very familiar with the making jugad, or his Indian way of making machineries. So instead of importing machinery, this MD of the company was able to save huge money. It is because of a problem they got interacted, and that is the network. And that person was invited by none other than the president at the time, Abdul Kalam, to Delhi. So he told what are the problems faced by the transport industry, and it went on like that. So like that, you have to find a new chains every day. It is not that you have to go to a conference or a meeting to network, to impress people and get support. In your day-to-day activities, in your everyday activities, it is possible, like Annadurai or that transport person, you can make a very big impact, which will make people to build support. And in fact, in my life also, I went to VIT University in 2017 when I was the head of South India for a project. It's a public-private partnership project in which VIT University had around 500 to 600 visitors. But that visitors, the people who people who assembled, they are the people who are the founders of so many educational institutions, from polytechnic to engineering universities and medical universities. So I had a 10 minutes time to address them. That changed my life. I carried 250 visiting cards with me. You know, it is a theatrical format hall in which, after my 10 minutes of my presentation is over, all the people came from their chair and they flooded in the front area to gather my visiting card. Then the another thing happened is the person who conducted, uh, who was the chief guest, he invited me to Bangalore. Then I became the director of his company, and a lot of things we were able to do because the fund was not an issue. We got even Prime Minister Award for the integrated farm which we created. So what I want to tell, if if there is any chance, make a profound impact in whatever you do, even it may be your day-to-day activity. The person who is there in front of you, they can support, they can be your influencer. Like me, in my case, he made me as a director of a company, and I was able to make a very big impact. I will tell you in my next slide what I did for the network and connection for that company where in which I was the director. We also had two TV channels, so that we used that network and connection in a big manner. Next slide, please. Okay. This is the fact, benefit, and evidence model. How much more time I have, Vaishnavi?
So you have another 30 minutes roughly, sir?
30 minutes, okay.
Yes, sir.
Because after my presentation, it will be a Q&A. So
Yes,
people
sir.
who want to, yeah,
Yes, sir. That can be done for 10 minutes, sir.
yeah. So including 30 minutes, I will be completing in another 10 to 15 minutes. So this slide, I want to show you one picture will be there in that it is mentioning about join hands, grow together. It is about the IBN, which I mentioned during my earlier conversation. IBN is nothing but Integrated Business Network. In the year 2019, in the year 2017, I was asked to speak about giving employment opportunities for the unemployed youth in VIT University. That made me to become a director of a company in Bangalore. I was invited by Dr. R. Arnachalam, who was a successful entrepreneur, multiple business he started, and it is running by its own. Um, he invited me to become a director and also advisor for his two charitable trusts. In that, I told him uh, in 2019, I told him in September, sir, can we do some entrepreneurship development program in a very different manner? He told, fine, let us do it. So we did a activity in which 500 to 600 potential startups and people who want to become an entrepreneur or startup or self-employed people will be assembled in Chennai. And I made more than 14 speakers, very good speakers, to come and address the audience. It was a 2-day event. One is for the urban, one is for the rural. Out of 500, we classified. It was conducted in 2 halls, and it is a lean program. The budget for the 2 days activity was around 20 lakhs, but I made it happen just with an expense of 2 lakhs, and none of the 14 speakers charged anything. So it was very much impressed by the chairman or founder of that organization, Dr. R. Arnachalam sir. What is the key thing which I want to tell you? From September 2019, what was started, now this IBN is now conducted on a monthly basis. What I started for a 1-day, first day event, then we did it in Coimbatore, then we did it in Chennai, many to create. Then COVID came, so we were not able to do it offline. So we continued for online for some time. Then in 2023 Jan, the treasurer of that trust, he initiated IBN. IBN is nothing but Integrated Business Network, in which prominent speakers will be asked to come and speak for a 1-day event, in which interested people will pay 2,000 rupees and they will attend the event in very good location, like Hotel Savera or GRT or Taj. At least 250 people will assemble. So very good money will be there to spend for the hospitality and everything. This is the 22nd conference which is going to happen tomorrow. That is on 30th on Saturday. I was the first person with our chairman and the treasurer, started in 2019. This IBN, now they were able to do 22 events with more than 40 speakers. The benefit is more than 2,000 crore is the business, referral business happening every year. Last year 2023 as well as in 24, each year more than 1,500 crore referral has been done. And even I invited Mr. Praveen as a speaker in the October month. He was very impressed with uh, the audience who are the startup companies and entrepreneurs. What we do is like a top to down approach, where leading business people who are having business. If you see in the poster, you will see one Mr. He is the founder of a chemical company which is very famous, One Pure Chemicals, and one Mr. Sashidhara is the chairman of a company in Passpol in Bangalore. They are going to speak. Each person will speak in one session. That means one person in the morning, one person in the afternoon. These people, both these companies who are very well established, they have more than 25 to 30 years of experience. We are going to connect them with the small startups or entrepreneurs. So the startup companies will be asked to display their products in the hall in which the meeting is happening. So 10 people or 20 people will be given an opportunity to display their products or services. So the network to reach that company as a client for these startup companies will be happening. Imagine 40 plus speakers has already attended, including before October, one more speaker I given. He is the even now he is the chief executive officer of a bank, MNC bank. I don't want to tell the name, which is not important, but that bank is very elite customers they have. Each corporate account they will offer only if their turnover is more than 1,000 crores. So it is a very elite bank in India. They have only 3 branches. So that CEO was so impressed by being the guest of this IBN program, which is a very, which I am very proud to tell you that very good people, very prominent and eminent industry people, 40 to 50 people have, they came and spoke in this monthly meeting, and this startup and entrepreneurs, minimum they are able to get a turnover of 1 crore per year. Imagine 1,500 members are there in this last 2 years. Each person is referring 1 crore business to others, and they are able to achieve this. I am very proud to tell in this meeting, it is possible. It is possible to get support from very good companies. It is not that you have to go and meet them. We are bringing them to the monthly meetings. That is an example. In fact, I want to show this slide because in this year 2024, this is the event, number of events in this year which I participated. You see, Satya Sai Cricket Stadium was launched in the month of Jan uh, in Bangalore, then Bharat Techs Delhi, then
Senthil, sir, we are not able to hear you, sir. Senthil,
hello.
sir? Yes, sir,
Yeah,
you're now
suddenly
audible.
power went off. So I managed to come on once again.
Okay.
Uh, am I-
So again, there's a break in the voice, sir. Not clearly audible.
are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir, now I can hear you.
Okay, we will manage now.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah,
We can.
you can switch off the video, sir. It will be good. Then
Okay,
audio will be good.
I will switch off the video. Yeah, yeah. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, if you see the networking which I was fortunate to do it, and nothing was planned. I never planned such a meetings network which happened Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, Mangalore, Tirupur, in so many places I visited in the last 12 months. Because December I'm going to attend a sustainable textile meeting at Bangalore National Institute of Fashion Technology, Bangalore. So what I want to tell you is, each and every meeting when I go, I collect the souvenirs, the number of people who displayed their products or services in the events. For example, there was a very good event happened in Mumbai called ASM, American Society for Materials event, in which I was able to meet the ASM international president who lives, who is based in Ohio, and so many uh, very prominent people I met in the last 12 months. I cannot tell each and everybody, but the famous people like Madam Kiran Pedi, Mr. Karthikeyan, who was the earlier CRPF and CBI director earlier. So prominent and very influential people, we can meet them in those meetings. But what we were able to achieve in the last 5 to 6 years by offering our network and connections to the potential entrepreneurs, the IBN is the classic example. It is possible to influence your customers on a day-to-day basis also to build your network and connections, which I shown you how Mr. Anadure. One more example I can give. It is a very famous hotel chain based in Chennai and Coimbatore, and of course they have in Maldives. The director of that hotel chain, that group, I know very well. He started his career 40 years back. He even now his qualification is not from an MBA or a very eminent school. But what the common sense approach, what he did is, each and every client or the customer who stayed in his hotel, he writes letter individually. He doesn't type. He doesn't ask somebody to print something and he will not signature. No, he will write letter individually for each and every customer. See, it has created a very big impact. Each and every customer felt very happy, felt very happily, and they were able to get connected, their the trust and confidence, and these customers will always come back and they will refer to other. So this is one simple method. Mr. Anadure and that the director of that organization is Mr. Charles Fabian. They shown me, they are very close to me, they shown me how a very simple approach, common sense approach, can make your regular customers as your networking tool. It is not that technology, it is not that great tools which is going to make a very big difference. It is available for everybody. But how do you use it? How do you make it on your day-to-day basis? Will be will make a very big impact in your business, and your service will be referred by the users. Next slide, please. Of course, one more important thing which people have to do is, don't expect anything when you are referring your happiness. That means when you want to refer a service of a product, or when you want to get reference, one simple thing what people do is, they will think of what I will get back. Please remove that mindset. If you help others, definitely you will be receiving help from unexpected routes. I have seen in my life so many examples. Very simple one simple example which I want to tell. All of you know about the company called this UK based company called Virgin Airways. Whether anyone of you know how they started. When the founder was waiting for a flight, domestic flight in USA, Virgin Atlantic, that founder, before starting that company, how he started is a classic case study for everybody. He was, when they were waiting, the flight was not in they were announcing that it will take long time. In USA, it's like your public transport, the flights will be there. So but the wait was very long. So what Mr. The founder, he did, he pulled the money from all the other people who were waiting in the hall in the airport, and they hired one flight to reach the destination. Then he started the Airways Virgin. So how it started, a problem was converted into a full crowd funding model. Then he started the Virgin, this company. Same thing. There is one more flight company in US who were not able to get some. They became bankrupt, or they were not able to run the show because of some fund shortage. They networked with their existing customers. They sent a letter or email telling that we need to pool more money. So each and every customer they supported by depositing a small amount. But imagine the number of customers, because of the very good service offered by them, they had that confidence in that airways. Once again, they were able to bounce back. They were able to get the funding from the existing customers. They I can name the company. It is a case study in which how you can network with your existing customers to get funding is that's an example. So without any boundaries, without any mind block, if you are able to offer your service, and you will be helped in a long run. This is one important strategy which I want to mention. Next slide, please. So my in my presentation, I thought of telling some real life examples, which I felt, whichever I came across, because this topic is not a 1 hour one, which could be done in a long time, like a workshop or anything. For I'm not able to bring so many things in this very short time. So now, in this VUCA world, in this noisy world where so many people are offering uh, so many information will be flooded in your mobile and in your newspaper and everything. So very complex, very uncertain world. Still, based on your very good service, which if you are able to delight the customer, if you are able to make a profound impact, like Annadurai or Mr. Charles Fabian, or even Shantanu, which I mentioned, how he was able to reach Mr. Ratan Tata, and he started two startups with the funding from Mr. Ratan Tata. Everybody, most of the people would have heard about what he has done. So now it is the time for question. If anybody, people who had the chance to listen to my presentation, if anything you want to ask, the floor is open.
Participants, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions directly. In case you have any connective issues, you can type it on the chat box. We'll read it out for you.
Yeah, yes, Vaishnavi. Some feedback could be given even about the presentation, how it was. Is it more theoretical, or is it logical or practical?
Good afternoon, sir. It is very good, sir. Always we like to hear you, sir, in all the meetings and all. You give the live examples, which
Is it
help.
Mr. Nagbhushan? Is it Mr.
Yes, sir.
Nagbhushan?
Yes, sir. And
Yeah.
Nagbhushan, I do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Glad that with your busy schedule you were able to attend. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, welcome, sir. No, we always um, try to attend all the events. It's about listening you, sir. The way you speak practically and the networking which you taught, this is very good for the entrepreneurs, the future entrepreneurs. It helps a lot. Like you said, some connections will be there, where if you go to the events and all, you connect to the people and you will have a solution with them. And rather than giving a theoretical presentation, all practical things you shared, which will help all the entrepreneurs to how to access the market and
What I
their
want to tell
products.
you, Nagbhushan, on day-to-day
Yes, sir.
basis, you can do network and you can bring network. That's what I want to tell. It is not that you
Yes,
have
sir.
to use
Even
modern, no need of modern tools. If you see Mr. Charles Fabian, the director of residency group
hotels.
hotels, he is personally having 40 years of industrial experience. You name the company or you name the celebrity, they know him. But
Yes, sir.
Charles Fabian doesn't use any social media to uh, reach them.
That is good
He is
thing.
not
The
having
old,
Facebook. He is not using Facebook because he don't have time. So what he thought, each and every person who stayed in his hotel room, he personally writes letter. So he is able to make a very profound impact in that way. And if you see another way, he is offering the modern tools to each and every customer. So each and every customer is waiting for another way. It is not he is waiting for customers.
yeah, yeah, true, sir. Very true.
So on day-to-day basis, we can make a very big impact where our customers will become our own brand ambassadors, so that we can bridge. Sorry, we can build our network and connections.
Yes, sir.
That
I
US
accept.
company, that US air flight company, they were able to
Mm.
do crowdfunding with their customers itself.
Mm. Yes, sir. A very good example. That.
I
Even
have so
this.
many examples. I have so many examples, but the time is very limited, so I'm able to tell only very few in this opportunity.
Yes, sir. Someone asked some question, I think, sir,
Okay,
in
uh,
the message.
I'm
There's
not
a
able to.
Yes, sir. I'll read it out for you, sir. There's a
Yeah, can you
question
please
in
read out
the Yes, sir. There's a question in the chat box asking you to explain more about the fact model.
which model?
Fact model, sir.
Sorry, which model? Anything mentioned from my presentation? They are asking, or something their own word they are using.
Uh,
Fact.
they're asking about facts, sir. Fact model.
FACT.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
FSCT model.
Okay. Yeah, I told about this fact, benefit, and evidence method, which is which was proposed by Peter Drucker, the marketing group. The fact, benefit, and evidence model is nothing but, for example, if you're manufacturing uh, two-wheeler, that electric two-wheeler by Mrs. Hema Ampere, what normally people will think, electric two-wheeler means how much time I have to charge and how many kilometers this two-wheeler will travel in one full charge. That will be the mindset when they see the advertisement. I'm talking about 2008 when it was launched. So with one full charge of 8 hours, if the vehicle is able to travel 40 kilometers, imagine what is the cost for 1 hour. Imagine if it is one unit, just I'm in a very thumb rule. If it is 5 rupees per 1 hour, if it is 8 hours, means 40 rupees will be the cost for the electric charge. And if the vehicle is running for 40 kilometer, means each kilometer the cost will be 1 rupee. I'm just giving an example. So this is a factor. So when you offer the fact and when you show the benefit and if you give the proof means evidence. If a third party is testing the two-wheeler and giving the validation, yes, this vehicle, nowadays you can see a lot of validations from people who are not your um, uh, customers, or it is not a paid one. Even like that film which I talked, that after the watching a very good film, people will start recommending that film to others, like that. Always when you give the fact, benefit, and evidence, uh, it will attract people in this uh, world of uncertainties. Is that my explanation was okay to the?
Yes, sir. He messaged. He got that, man.
Yes, sir. He's replied as thank you, sir.
Yeah, because I was not able to see any messages from my screen. Sorry.
Mr. Sri Shankar, you raised your hand. Do you have any question to ask? Okay, so before that, there's another question in the chat box saying how to join the IBN network.
Okay. Uh, in my presentation, I have given my email ID and mobile number. After 2 full years of successful monthly meetings, we are now going to offer this in other modes also, in a hybrid method also. Even tomorrow session is also available in Chennai. If anybody wants to attend the tomorrow event at Chennai, please feel free to contact me. My mobile number and email ID is given in the last page of my presentation, or I can tell now. My mobile number is 999-422-8053. Those people who want to attend the IBN event, which is going to be conducted at Chennai in Hotel Savera, from morning to evening, the session will be there. Morning with the lunch break, and there very prominent, eminent people will come and share their experiences, and very good networking and connection will happen at Chennai. So if anybody who want to attend the, in fact, I will tell you one more interesting thing what happened 3 days before the consulate,
Sir, please
Israel
repeat the
consulate.
number.
I
Please
will
repeat
repeat.
the mobile number.
Uh,
Nine.
The
Vaishnavi, you can show the last page of my slide for the people. In that, my details will be given.
yes, sir.
It can be,
Alternatively, we have shared it in the chat box as well, sir.
yeah, chat box it will be there, and I will tell you now. It is 999-422-8053. 999-422-8053. What
You, sir.
interesting thing happened in the last 3 days? I received an invitation from Consulate of Israel from Bangalore. They invited me for a activity in which one-to-one B2B meetings will happen with the Israel companies in Hotel Shangri-La at Bangalore. But I was not able to come because the event was conducted yesterday on 28th Wednesday. And yesterday I'm going to one autonomous engineering college as a guest faculty to teach the MBA students. So my timing was not matching, so I didn't go. But what I thought, I have a WhatsApp group in which even Mr. Nagbhushan, who asked a question now, is part of it. Around 250 people there, potential startups and entrepreneurs are there in that group. In that, I told anybody who want to attend, I am ready to give the visiting card to the Israel consulate. One person who attended that Israel consulate thanked me by sending the photo. I was so happy. What I want to tell you, I was not able to go, but I made many people to attend the event, and it will help them in creating network and business opportunities, because it is a $20 million fund which is going to be involved. India and Israel, they are going to they pooled that money. So I am very happy that I was able to refer many people who are interested to attend that event. Whenever any chance, I always attend events and I network people, and I love to give that network to others. If you see, I am associated with many organizations. They were able to approach me only because of that help which I given others. So if you are able to help others, you will be helped. That's what my own experience, friends.
Thank you, sir. You please share the details, sir.
Yeah, those who want to attend, please call me after this conversation. I will guide you whom to contact, because I live in Coimbatore. Event is happening at Chennai, but I can help how to attend that event, which is going to happen at Chennai tomorrow.
Any more questions, dear participants?
Somebody raised their hand.
Yeah, Mr. Senthil, hi, this is Ravi. You're from Coffeelicious, Sri Shankara.
Okay.
I just want to share one experience which you were talking about networking, right? So
Okay.
I have this customer, I supply coffee, so I have this customer who has been associated with me and is also a family friend also. And
You
they
are
have been
supplying
buying.
coffee means you are selling coffee powder or what?
Yeah, coffee powder, coffee beans, and we have a unique product called drip bags also. So we do that also. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, and
Very nice. I want to,
yeah,
if you
surely.
can, send me your catalog,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
I love to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
offer
Surely,
my support for your products. I
surely, surely.
can give my network to you.
Yeah, testing
Please
is
tell me.
believing. So I'll send you a sample also. So maybe you
Please
can
tell
have
me.
a
Yeah,
tasting. Yeah.
please.
So just an experience. It's not like trying to say something else, but just an experience. So this customer has been associated with me for the last 5 years. Like 2019, I started it as my own brand, and I'm doing
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So they have been continuously buying. In between, they were feeling like, no, it's become very stale and all that. So they went out and sourced from somewhere else. And then after 3 months, they again came back and said, "Nahi, nahi, yaar, your coffee is the best. We tried the other one also because my wife told me, but
Correct.
no, we are not liking that coffee. So, like, we're used to your taste and all that. So
Correct.
it's not the same sort of feeling, and
Correct.
incidentally, just last week, about Friday, Saturday last, so my co-brother and him are actually colleagues, office colleagues. So they were
Correct.
an ex-IDBI. So they
Okay.
had a common marriage function of their boss' daughter in Indore.
Correct. Correct.
So incidentally, they happened to meet them all. So
Excellent.
in this thing, my co-brother seems to have just mentioned, like, my co-brother is there, he's doing, they must have come up with some discussion. They were saying that they were come up from discussion for some coffee, and this particular gentleman was looking for some good coffee. He's saying it's become so this thing that nowadays we don't get good coffee at all and all that. So he
Discussion
seems to
over a
have,
cup of coffee. Discussion
yeah.
over a cup of coffee.
Yeah. So he seems to have recommended my name, and immediately he said, "Okay, you tell him to send me 1 kg of the coffee powder and all that stuff."
Excellent.
So the point is this, that in spite of the fact that this particular customer whom I was saying, like, was staying in the same locality in Bangalore, and he stays in the same society as him.
Correct.
Okay, just it's a block difference. Like, he's in F block and the other person
Correct.
is in D block.
Correct.
So he told me that I have circulated in my groups and all those things, but that you know turning it into an order was not taking place when he had circulated it, but when my co-brother mentioned
Correct.
it, like, it came up, like, so obviously,
Correct.
so networking in a different way also happens, like, so the main purpose of sharing this is that, like, we constantly need to keep pushing the customers, like, this is what we have to offer, this is what we have to offer, so that it registers into that mind. So
Correct.
it's not a casual way, like, they see an advertisement, they like it, and they're going to buy, because customers dynamics have changed. Basically, I'm sure you
Correct.
understand it much better than me. So
That's what I told.
people,
Nowadays, a lot of noise is there from all the media, like social
correct,
media, Instagram
correct,
or WhatsApp. You are
correct,
flooded with many things. So
correct,
the customers should be approached in a very different manner,
correct,
but in a very profound manner. So
correct.
they will be remembering the products, and they will also refer to other clients.
Yeah,
Excellent. I want you please call to my number. I'll store your
yeah, yeah,
number.
sure,
Uh,
surely. It
I
was
love
nice
to
knowing you
know.
and hearing you also, and
During my
connecting with you.
travel in Vande Bharat yesterday,
Ah,
I had a very I had the experience of drinking. They are offering both tea as well as a coffee.
yeah,
In a whether you traveled in Vande Bharat,
yeah, yeah,
whether
yeah.
you but the quality what they offered was not good.
Yeah,
So
it will not work also, because the
there
rate
was
that is being given to them. I spoke to I know few of the bureaucrats, so they were telling me, Ravi, if you're interested, you give me, but the price that they were offering was too cheap for us to, even give a quality coffee to the customers.
In fact, the tea which was offered, it was with the milk powder, sugar, as well as the tea, everything in
Yeah,
a powder form. But in
right,
case of coffee, it was a separate coffee granules in a pack, sugar separately, and the milk powder was separate, and
correct,
it was not tasting good.
right,
Uh,
right,
in case of that masala tea, is it's somewhat okay, but
right, right,
in case of coffee, the coffee, the coffee powder is separate, milk powder is separate, sugar separate, and
Correct.
it is not offering a good taste. So
I'll
I
share
was,
you a drip bag, sir. I'll share you a
I
drip
took
bag,
the,
which I'm sure,
I took the
especially
photo.
because you are
Yeah,
traveling, so have enjoy a filter coffee, right?
I took the photo to send it to Mr. Praveen
Okay.
to tell him how we can, because they're charging very heavily.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
Vande Bharat, the train tickets are quite very high. Why
Yeah, yeah.
they should save money? Instead of that, they can offer innovatively in a very good
Correct.
manner.
Correct.
Mm. Instead of giving separately, even liquid form decoction could be made, or something like a capsule form can be made.
Yeah.
So that experience of having a very good coffee is missed in Vande Bharat.
Right. So that capsule thing and the liquid form, which ID and many of the other people are doing,
Yeah.
what happens is eventually you need to add in preservatives to retain this thing, you know. So I personally would not want to do that. So in fact, many of my customers were wanting me to do it, but I
No, see, they offer ice cream. They are keeping refrigerator to keep the ice cream. No, like that. This decoction ready that capsules could be stored in a proper manner. Just
yeah,
before the hot water is given, they can
correct.
take it from the proper storage point.
Correct.
Everything is possible.
Yeah,
The taste was not good yesterday.
right,
In
right, right.
fact, that coffee powder which I tried to see from which source. It is from
Right.
Andhra. Andhra, to my knowledge, coffee is not grown.
They are growing now.
Arku, you are telling about Arku?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Arku, I worked in Nandi Foundation for 75,000 farmers. We have cooperative society, and the
Yeah,
world best class Arabica coffee is grown there, sir. It is
yeah.
not that great like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. Around 1% Andhra coffee is there
I
in
know,
market.
but
That is
what they
because of
gave
the
is,
altitude. That is because of the altitude, Mr. Nagbhushan.
Yes, yes, altitude.
what I want to tell now is the tea was kept in a single pack, where the milk powder, tea, and sugar was kept in a single
Mixed.
pack. In case of coffee, milk powder separate pack, coffee separate pack, sugar separate pack, and when they pour the hot water, this coffee doesn't blend well.
Yes,
So there is a
sir.
premix available 3-in-1 where you have the powder, coffee, and the sugar mixed in one. But that
Yeah.
is that spray dried instant coffee actually. But you will
Okay.
not enjoy if you're aficionados of coffee. If you want to really enjoy filter coffee, then as a personal this thing, I would like I myself carry the drip bags along with me. Like I keep traveling a lot, so I carry my own drip bags. So wherever I want my coffee, I just need a hot water. I drink black coffee. So I don't even need sugar actually. So I have my black coffee. I just need a hot water. That's it.
Correct. Correct. So please note down my number and please reach
Yeah,
me.
sure. I've noted it
How
down,
I
sir.
can.
And nice talking to you and connecting. I'll connect with you separately. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
Thanks
you.
to Coffee Board also.
It's a coffee conversation with the help of Coffee Board. I
Yeah,
love India Coffee House, which is there all over India. Wherever
right.
India Coffee House is there, I go and drink coffee, either
Correct.
in Pondicherry or in Tirupati or in Chennai. In Chennai, it is just opposite to the T Nagar bus stand.
Correct.
I
Correct.
love the way they offer,
Correct.
and in their white and white dress they will come. It is not only the coffee, that ambience.
Yeah,
Uh,
right.
yeah.
Also
So
tried rice
they
cakes.
offered that very good experience, and let us multiply that culture, and let us have this networking and connections to get
Okay.
prosper.
Sure, sir. Thanks so much. Nice talking.
Thank,
Thanks. Bye.
thank you, thank you.
Sir,
Thank you,
thank you
sir.
very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you to
Now
the
we shall
coffee board.
welcome, sir.
Madam,
Our pleasure. Thank you. Now we shall proceed with the formal vote of thanks. A very good afternoon, everyone. We
Mudita.
extend our
I am
heartfelt
Mudita.
thanks to. Do you have any questions, sir?
Madam, I would like to share my opinion. Thanks to
Yes, sir.
Sanjay
Please go ahead, sir.
Kumar sir and other honorary participants. And what we are growing is natural coffee. neither we are using this chemical nor organic manure or any kind of that phrase. If anybody interested and anybody wants to take or inspect our farm, they may visit. Only natural farming. This is my request to all the honorary members.
Please contact me, sir. I think you have my mobile number. You please reach me out, and I will be very happy to provide my network and connection for progress.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, all the members.
Shivanand sir, you can alternatively type your contact details in the chat box, sir, because one of our participants is asking for your details. Maybe it will be
Okay,
useful
madam.
for them as well.
Okay, I will share now. Thank you,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you, Lord.
Okay, sir.
You are
Welcome,
from
sir.
which place of India, sir? You are from which place, sir?
This is Irkarvalli village,
Okay.
Belur Taluk, Hassan district.
Oh, Karnataka.
I will share my number
Yes, sir.
81477.
You can type it in the box, sir. So it will be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much to all.
Yes, sir. Dear participants, assuming there are no further questions, now I shall proceed with the vote of thanks. A very good afternoon, everyone. We extend our heartfelt thanks to Mr. Senthil Kumar K, Advisor, Association for Rubber Innovation and Startup Entrepreneurship, for his insightful session on Market Access webinar series. On behalf of AIC-CCRI-CED, we appreciate your expertise on the topic significance of professional networking for startups and SMEs. Your valuable contributions are greatly appreciated, and we look forward to future collaborations. A special thanks to all the participants for making this webinar very engaging, and thank you for your insightful questions as well. Thank you all.
Thank you, participants, and thank you, Coffee Board, Mr. Praveen and Vaishnavi and Ashvik for giving an opportunity to share my thoughts.
Hello.
Our
Once
pleasure,
again,
sir.
I
Thank you
request
all.
you. Hello, madam. Hello.
Yeah, you can tell, sir. You can tell.
I will share my number as it is now. 81477.
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
81477.
Okay.
60594.
Okay, sir.
Another number
Yeah.
944
Okay.
900
Okay.
1244.
Okay.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you. Thank you.